Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Well, today for you I have the LSRC S7S. This is a little drone. Unfortunately, when I weigh it, it weighs more than 250 grams. When Cafago, who sent this to me, said, "We want to send you this drone," I looked at the weight and it looked like it was under 250 grams. So I said, yes, send it to me because I want to review more under 250 gram drones. This one, I weighed it, it's over 250 grams. You can never trust the specs on any of those Chinese websites when they advertise budget drones. So I'm going to tell you all about it right now. This drone has a 25-minute flight time. Yes, I've tested it. It does fly for 25 minutes. It doesn't cost a lot. It has a range on the specs of 1,000 meters. The camera up front, the good thing, is it does have a 3-axis gimbal, and I've tried it indoors and it works. You can fly this indoors because it does have optical flow on the bottom. Little camera, and you can switch between the forward camera and the bottom camera if you want. The controller that comes with it is kind of nice, and you can see the display out here. And this bag that I just smashed on top of the drone, this is where they put a lot of the money into this bag. This is a really nice bag. So let me start this up and let's go fly it. All right, to get going really quick, just power on your controller. That's good. And then power on the drone. The power button on this is on the bottom, so I actually turn it this way, right side up, and I take my finger on the bottom and I just press that button in. You hear that sound? The lights on the bottom, which I can't see at the moment, will turn green, and then it's all going to power up and the gimbal will adjust itself, and that beeps twice. And then, just to make sure you're connected, always take your left joystick and go up and down a little bit, and then you're all good. So the next thing you have to do is basically just connect this drone to the Wi-Fi on your phone. So there you go. If I show you my phone screen, if it's recording, you see I'm connected to the Wi-Fi. So many people make the mistake of opening the app before connecting to the Wi-Fi on any budget drone. No, always connect your phone to the Wi-Fi first, then go open the app. And the app you want to open is called LS Drone Wi-Fi. So I'll tap on that. It beeps, we're all good. Then on my phone, I'm going to click on the start, and I should see what the camera sees up front. And oh my God, I do see what the camera sees. Now, one thing really interesting with this drone is when I received it, I searched and searched for a spot to put a micro SD card in it. I couldn't find one. So, hey, if you have this drone and you find a spot, great, good for you, because mine has a hole for a micro SD card. I'll show you a picture of it here. And there's nothing in that hole but a bunch of wires and cables. There's no micro SD reader in it. So yeah, you can't do it. You got to record everything on your phone. So my phone today is recording the app interface so I can show it to you, as well as the video coming back from this drone to my phone. I have to record that as well. And your controller does have a phone holder, so I will put my phone in that and we're going to fly. But of course, before we fly, since it is an entry-level drone, it would like you to do a compass calibration. So on my controller here, I don't know if this GoPro picks it up, I have a button over here, that button right there. All you do is you hold that in. Don't hit it a short press. I made that mistake. If you hit it a short press, that's for flying indoor, but you hold it in for a longer amount of time, at least 2 or 3 seconds, then it's a compass calibration. Yeah, so let me do that right now. Here, I'm going to hold it in now. There we go. That's the beep you want. Then all you do is you take your drone and you spin it 3 times. I'll hold it over here so you can see it. Once, twice, 3 times. I should get a beep or something. Maybe 4 times. There, I got the beep. Put the nose down, spin it again 3 times till you get another beep. There's a double beep, and put it back down. Let the gimbal adjust itself, and now it will get satellites because it knows it's outdoors, and when it has the satellites, we're all set to fly. So on my display on here, it says I have 15 satellites and I'm in GPS mode, so it should fly. It says on my screen, it says device connected, aircraft is located and ready to fly, so all should be good. So let me just stand over here, way back so I'm in the image, and pull these joysticks down and out. Starts up, and let's take it up. It is pretty breezy. Let's see what happens. Does it fly away with the wind? Nope, that's GPS, baby. Okay, I've got the record on. This is what the video looks like. I don't know how many frames per second it's recording at, and I don't know if it's recording at 2K, 1080p, or 4K. So up here, above my hand is where I'm going to place what the resolution is, because I honestly have no idea. It looks pretty nice on my screen though, and the gimbal seems to be pretty good. I'm getting closer and closer here. I'm coming in again. So there we are. Yeah, that's the recording. That's what it looks like. And for photos, let me just snap a photo since I have it sitting there. I'll turn off the record and I'll put on photo. Photos are supposed to be 4K or higher, so let's try this. There we go. It does have a gimbal on it. I can move the gimbal down. There we go. Move the gimbal about like that. Try another photo. There we go. All right, so let's take it down, see how it flies. I'm just going to fly it low to the ground here. There we go, so I can look at it, get other cameras to look at it, flying it around. Seems to fly okay. There's a bit of a breeze out here. Whoa, I thought I wanted to land it. Okay, just what I was about to say. I think it's okay. It wants to be smarter than me. It wants to anticipate what I'm doing. So it thinks if I'm low to the ground, it wants to land. Let's try some simple things like the follow item. On drones like this, follow me works by connecting to my phone and using the GPS of my phone, which is usually going to make the drone go crazy, because if it doesn't like my phone, it's going over there. Watch this. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to hit the follow. There we go. I hit it. Where's it going? Well, it's not going that crazy. It's still sitting there. So here, let me just hold this out. Follow the phone. So it's almost like a puppy. Over here, follow this. See what happens. Walking. Is it coming? It's looking. It's coming, but it's not facing me. It's just like a lot of these budget drones that are very inexpensive. It's the follow works, but, oh, am I in there? The follow works, but yeah, sometimes they want to go kind of wonky. This one here, I don't know. Okay, let's bring it back this way. Try another one. All right, I'm going to try orbit, but this might be kind of dangerous because I don't think I have it high enough. It should orbit where it is right now. So let me take it up a bit. Up into the sun. Bring the camera down. And on my screen, I'm going to select fly around. That's a really terrible name, but let's do it. And here it goes. It should back up. I think I set it to 10 meters. So it should back up 10 meters and start orbiting. Let's see, can I get that camera gimbal to go up? There we are. So there we are. It's orbiting smoothly, going around and around and around. How does that look? Hopefully that looks pretty good. Now it does have other things besides fly around. It's got ray flying. It says ray flying. All right, let's tap on that, see what happens. What's it doing? There it goes. Did it get me? It's going up. And is it one of those things where it comes back on a budget drone? I don't know. Budget drones usually don't come back to you. They sort of go up and sayonara. Let's see what else we have on here. So we did GPS follow. We don't want to do any of these gestures things. VR split is if you go and get those goggles. You see how I just split my screen? You can get them on Amazon. They're about 30 bucks, 40 bucks. Put them on your head, put your phone in them, and you can fly around like that. It's pretty cool. And the last one on here is route planning. That's like waypoints. There we go. That circle is where I'm allowed to put waypoints. Map area here, I can just tap and put a waypoint, I believe. There we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go, 1, 2, 3. I have no idea how close or far those are away. They could be right at that tree. I have no idea, but let's go hit the go button here and see what happens. Slide. And look at that. I went and made them right at the tree. No, they're over there. Uh-oh, are they over on the highway? Whoa, it just missed every tree. Holy crap. Here, I gotta see if I can get it back. Holy crap. All right, and the last thing to do is I'm just gonna take it up, and the sun's that way, so I'm gonna fly it that way. So here we go. Up, 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 up. There we go, there's my Jeep, there's everything else. And now I'm gonna turn it and fly it away from the sun. There we are, we're going right at a cell tower. And I'll stop it before we get at the cell tower, because that's going to interfere with my connection. Well, it's still going though, I still have a connection. Right, there's a return to home button over here. I'm going to press it, see what happens. And we'll see if it comes back to me. I can see the drone quite clearly, but my screen seems to have frozen up. So that 1,000 meters of distance is incorrect. Although the drone is responsive and it is coming back, so I'll just show it to you with my hat cam. So I'm looking up at it here, it's coming back. All right, there it comes down, 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 right in front of my other camera. Look at how accurate that is on the landing pad. That's not bad at all. All right, before I give you my final thoughts and words on this drone, let me show you what comes with the box. Check this out. Here we have the box your drone comes in. Inside that box, you will find a very nice shoulder bag carry case. Inside that shoulder bag carry case, you will find the drone and the accessories. Instruction manuals are included in many languages, and the English one is found in this booklet halfway through. The body of the drone is around 5 inches in length, and in the metric system it weighs 340 grams. A 3-axis camera gimbal is included for stable image quality, and an optical flow system is included for indoor and outdoor flight. The included battery is a 2-cell 3000 mAh lithium-ion battery, and you charge the battery with the included USB cable. For a small drone, it does have plenty of LED lights, such as the blue lights on the front. Each arm has an indicator light, as well as the battery has an indicator on the bottom. The included controller has a nice display. All the buttons are well marked. You can put your cell phone of many sizes in this controller, and this controller is rechargeable. And finally, you do receive plenty of spare props. Okay, now my final thoughts on this drone. Let's start off with the controller. The controller is really good. You can see the display outside in the sun. Bonus there, like that. Interface on your phone, easy to use, simple to use interface. Bonus there, that's all good. Let's get to the drone itself. It's foldable, it's small, it's portable, it's good, has a long flight time, that's good. Has a terrible range. I went like maybe 250 meters away, and yeah, it was losing connection at 250 meters, so range, not very good. So that's a poor point on this. The other bad, there's no micro SD card in here. And of course, the last bad is the video and photo resolution. It goes to your phone, so it's got some processing on the phone. If there was a micro SD card and it recorded in 4K for video, 4K 30 frames per second on a micro SD card, that would be good. If it took photos at 4K or higher on a micro SD card, that would be good. It does neither of those things, so that's not so good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put links below. You can go check it out. It's on the Cafago website. Maybe it's on sale. Maybe it's at a good price, something affordable for yourself. It is definitely a beginner first drone. This is not for anybody with drone experience. This is made for somebody getting their very first drone, doesn't want to spend a lot of money. So with that said, links are below. Go check it out. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in future videos with many more drone reviews. Until then, take care. Bye.